Across LC with your hosts, Jeff Alsman and Cody Zitman.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of the A to Z Across LC podcast. Jeff Alsman here, sitting in for Cody Zitman today is producer David Olenbittle is in the big chair and helping us out while Cody's kind of wrapping up the softball season, I guess.
Yeah, helping is probably not true today because this is our second attempt at the intro. I just want to, full disclosure.
You didn't have to tell everybody.
I know,
that.
But I'm doing it. Full disclosure, this is a produced podcast. So we record on Monday. Today's Monday. And then it airs on Friday. Are we not telling people that, or is that fine?
I usually don't.
I'm saying it.
Divulge that.
Today is Monday. We air this on Friday.
Yes.
Jeff and I already tried to do the intro once, and it was great.
It was fantastic.
It was great. It was gold.
Then all of a sudden it wasn't there.
Yeah, because I never hit record.
It's just a minor thing, though.
It was like 12 minutes.
It was too long.
It was too long.
But it was good.
This is take two. Sorry about that.
Yes.
Producer O not helping that much.
So, as we said before, still to come on our show today, we have Jayla Fox, who is the coordinator of student and community engagement here on campus, to tell us about some neat things coming up pertaining to events for the students on campus here. And then NGREC, which is the National Great Rivers Research and Education Center down on the riverside, down by the riverside, as the song says.
Almost in the riverside.
Almost, and when it floods, it might be real close.
Right,
yes,
it is.
Yes, but it's up on the hill a little bit, so it's safe. They have won an award, and Jessica Molman, who is the Director of Environmental Education, and she's also an expert in wildlife. She's going to be here a little bit later on the program today as well. So should be really neat. And we can say that because we've already recorded those parts of it and we know
well,
it.
See, I wasn't going to tell them that. Yeah, this whole show's been recorded in reverse today.
Yeah, it has. Maybe we should just do it that way because then we can sum it up.
We'd probably have better intros. Though this might be
we know what's coming now.
I'm not sure this is as good as the first one that I didn't record.
No, probably not.
This one's fine.
You can only do excellence occasionally, I suppose.
Speak for yourself. No, when Cody's not here, we have a better shot at it, maybe.
Well,
I'm kidding. Everybody
leave
loves
that
Cody.
in or edit that out?
No, I'm leaving that in.
So
Cody always asks me to do so much crap during the show that I'm going to go ahead and throw a little shade his way.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
But you always come through, whether it's, like you say, fireworks behind somebody's head or a nice little graphic or something that comes flying across the screen. Or
music's too loud to hear anybody talking because usually it's nonsense coming out of Cody's mouth about...
You fill that in on purpose?
Sometimes. Anyway.
What do you? I'm glad I don't miss a show. Who knows what you'd say about me if I was gone?
Oh, no. Yeah, don't miss anything. We just wouldn't have the show if you weren't here.
No, I can't take that much credit.
Yeah, no, this intro's significantly worse than the first one.
It really is, and we ought to just cut this off.
Maybe, let's get the show going.
Should we record a third one or just use it?
Let's use this one. And if we do record a third one, you'll never know this one.
That's exactly right.
Just like the first one. All right. Hey, we are
LC A to Z.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. Meet Aaron Kellum, singer, songwriter, and producer. His music has been featured on shows like Love Island, American Idol, and The Voice, and opened up for One Republic, Train, and the Gem Blossoms. He's in LA living a dream, and he started right here at LC.
I'm Aaron Kellum, and I am a trailblazer.
Welcome back to the A to Z Across LC podcast. We are joined in this segment by Jessica Molman. She is the Director of Environmental Education, and she's also a wildlife expert from NGREC. And if you're not familiar with what that stands for, it's the National Great Rivers Research and Education Center. How about that?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I did a lot of prep work to be able to get all. Plus, I've got it right here in front of me, too. So I wasn't going to be embarrassed.
Well, you did a great job, buddy.
Jessica, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
This is exciting because, and we're just going to go with NGREC now that we laid the groundwork.
Yes.
It's much easier. NGREC has received an award, or at least its environmental education program has received an award.
Yes.
an inaugural. I see. I should have put that on my paper too. Shouldn't I?
You were bragging about NGREC.
Messed up the easy
Inaugural.
part. First ever.
First mess up.
No, the first ever award. No, not the first mess up.
Mess up on the show. First ever award.
Yes.
Okay.
So congratulations. Tell us about that.
Thank you. Yes, we received the inaugural. That is a hard word to say.
She got it.
She got it. She nailed it first time.
And I had to have it propped up over here for us so I could remember to say the whole proper explanation for it. But we got the 2026 Organization of the Year with the Environmental Education Organization. Oh, sorry, I messed up. That EEAI, which is the Environmental Education Association of Illinois.
Okay.
We have all the acronyms
I know.
happening
We're covered
today.
now. Yes, exactly.
But
we got all the alphabet in there.
But what it highlights was for outstanding and ongoing efforts to advance the impact of environmental education opportunities within the state of Illinois. And this is the first year that they have had this award. They have other awards that they offer. So they have like non-formal, formal educators of the year, but this is the first time they've offered an organization of the year. So we're really honored that we got the first one. And this is a peer-reviewed nominated process. So we're really honored that there were other organizations and individuals across the state of Illinois that are, happy and honored enough to work with us, that they put our names forward and that we went through the peer-reviewed process and we received their award. So we're very happy.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super cool.
And it's even cooler when, we are a mighty team of two, and we did have three individuals. We had three individuals for the year. One of our dearly, our individuals, she did move on to the Girl Scouts. We're very happy for her to be there, but we are down to a team of two or three. That's still a small team. So to be able to get an award like this and be recognized on a state level for the work we do, I'm just really, really, really proud of my team and the work that we do.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
That's really super cool. And so I do want to find out more sort of about how this came to be. But for anybody watching, if you haven't been out to NGREC, it is such a cool place. It looks just like you're in nature when you're out there.
Yes.
And so it's just such... I kind of want to try to paint the picture if they haven't seen it, but the way that I would explain it is it's a building, almost looks like it's underground.
Yes.
It's just so cool.
You look like you're walking into a cave.
Yeah. Exactly.
The beginning, yes.
It's so cool. And the first time I saw it, my son did the water school out there. And so we took him out there, and I had never been out there before, and I was completely blown away. It was just such a cool place. So I'm not surprised at all that you're bringing home hardware.
Awesome. Yeah, so our building, that is one of the things that happens a lot. It's designed to blend in with the environment, and sometimes it blends in a little too well. But it is made to look like the bluffs that are up and down the Great River Road. It's what it's called is a LEED Gold certified building. So what that means is when it was first designed, it was actually kind of carbon neutral. So it had like no footprint. But that's kind of a good thing. It's a good thing for the environment. But like I said, sometimes people don't even realize that we're there. They realize that all of a sudden they're like, oh, that funky thing in the ground is actually a building. And we're like, yes,
well, and it's hard to see from the road. So if you're not familiar with where we're talking about, if you go down the Berm Highway in Alton, and it has another name, but that's what I call it. Down by the levee, if you go down as if you were going to go to the Locks and Dam.
Yes.
You go up that little hill, and instead of turning to the right and going to the Locks and Dam, it's right in front of you as you crest that hill and turn to the left, and that's where NGREC is. And I think a lot of folks probably pass by it not having any idea that there's really anything going on in there, but there's lots of stuff going on in there.
Yeah, and our education department is just one of our pillars that we have. So we have our education department that our water school is a part of, and that's going to be ramping up here shortly. So our water school program, we're the USA water school program, and that is a water literacy program where we go out into underserved communities and we help them learn about the importance of water literacy, get them onto the river. There's a lot of individuals who live around the river systems and they don't really understand the importance of the river. We can have the river in our backyard, and unless you really sit down and learn about it, there's a lot of negative connotations with it. A lot of folks around the area might have somebody that drowned in the river. And one of the really compelling stories we had from this last year's Camp Water School was there was an individual that his grandfather had drowned in the Mississippi River, and we always complete one of the Camp Water Schools by getting the students out onto the river with Big Muddy Adventures. And it was a really a great process that our other educator, our Camp Water School program manager, Jolina, was able to work through with this student and their parents to be able to get them to understand that, you know, the river is to be like, it's not a dangerous place necessarily. We just have to respect the river, to go over the safety measures we were doing with this camp. And this student was able to get on the river. And at the end of the day, he had his paddle up in the air, talking about how good of a time he had, and he couldn't wait.
So it was almost like therapy.
Yeah, almost like therapy. Cool. And that's a lot of people, they just don't have that relationship with the river necessarily. So it's a really great program that we have. But yeah, so our education department is just one of our 3 pillars. And we have our research department and our outreach department too, where we're working with private landowners in the area.
Is that what water literacy is?
So water literacy is about being able to essentially learn about water and the importance of water, whether that be, you know, we have a lot of things going on right now where people are learning about PFAS and microplastics. Like, what exactly are those? What does it mean to conserve water in our areas? What does it exactly mean? Like, what are wetlands? What are rivers? Why are they important? So we especially work with like the ecology at our Great River Station. So we work with Great River systems and the lands that feed them. So that's where we kind of get big picture. So we're talking about like plant communities that feed into those water systems, wildlife communities, but then also human communities. So that's where we're coming in with like the education and working with community members.
Yeah, we're the riverbed.
Right. Yeah,
right.
The riverbed. And I always say that ecology is all about connections, how not only like plants, animals, wildlife connect together, but on how humans are connecting together and how humans connect with those systems.
Is there a recreational piece with that too, for like the fishermen or boaters or any of that sort of thing? Or is that not really related as much to the environment?
So I would say that comes into play with our education and our outreach teams. So we don't necessarily have a branch where we're, you know,
you don't take people fishing.
We don't take people fishing, but we help people who are in the recreation field help understand like broader than like, okay, they enjoy fishing, but beyond just enjoying that as a recreational sport, how is that actually maybe like helping the environment? How can they maybe fish more responsibly from the aspect of maybe microplastics? How can they ensure that they fishing lures that they're using or the tackle and the line that they're using maybe is a little bit more like less impactful on the environment, making sure they're picking up their lures when they're leaving, or if they're out fishing, if they see trash around, that they're taking that with them. Just ensuring that they're being more responsible recreationalists when they're out, and kind of understanding what goes into kind of the research and the management that we're doing to help make the streams a healthier place so that the fish that they're getting are healthier and they could feel more confident in feeding that to their families.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then also when it comes to our outreach department, we have individuals like our land conservation specialists. They're our boots on the ground folks, and they speak with private landowners, and they're kind of like these middlemen and women that work with private landowners to help better manage their land for wildlife.
So you might go out and take samples and things like that.
So there might be people who have, farmland, just large tracts of private land, and they might want to be like, hey, I want to take some of this land and convert this over to maybe like a wetland or prairie for pollinators. And our people, our land conservation specialists, are kind of like these middlemen that work with some other government agencies to help these people kind of transition their property, but also help communicate to them why that's beneficial, why they might want to do that, and why that's not only beneficial for wildlife, but for them as landowners and maybe future generations, like their grandchildren who they might pass that land on to and everything.
That's cool.
And where I really always see, education coming in, and why I'm so passionate about education, is a lot of what researchers do and what we do as research institutions, where education comes into play, is helping people understand what we're doing, why we're doing it, why it's important, and how it impacts you as the public, community members, whether that's, the public, community members, teachers, students, legislators in the government, so that we're not keeping our research that we're doing out in our crazy underground looking building just there. It's actually getting out to the public where people can understand what we're doing, and we could actually start making change like on the land. So that's really where a lot of our education comes into play, helping that actually get out to the public.
So are all of the things that you've mentioned, at least in the education realm, is all of those part of the criteria that was used to judge and present the award? I mean, I know it comes with a nice little paragraph to summarize everything, but what were there like little categories or things like that you got scored on? Or
so I don't know everything that they scored us necessarily on, but when they were kind of reading the award out loud, those were some of the factors that came into play. One of the big things being that we work a lot on translating active research into kind of curriculum for schools. So an example being, we worked for the last few years with the University of Illinois and their Prairie Research Institute to translate 10 plus years of some research that they were working on. And we made that into curriculum that could be used in classrooms throughout the state of Illinois or beyond. But it was on research that's happening in the state of Illinois, in areas that these students would be familiar with. And we built that to be for elementary students, middle school students, and high school students. So instead of it being like these abstract concepts that students have never heard of before, it was actually like, oh, this is happening like, just a half an hour away. This like makes it a lot more relatable for them. And also it was very beneficial for the researchers, because the idea that they're actually able to get their research out to the public beyond just other researchers, actually having students and teachers learn about what's going on. So not only did we build that curriculum, we actually hosted teacher training workshops for that and gave teachers kits so they could actually bring that back to their classrooms and have everything they needed to teach that curriculum as well. So that was one of the factors. We also are the state coordinators for a national program called Project WET. That stands for Water Education Today. That's another water literacy program. So each state has a coordinator, and we are the designated coordinators for the state of Illinois, meaning that we can train other people to be facilitators, and those are people who can train other people to be educators, kind of this train the trainer model. Right. But it's another just really big water literacy program, and it's all curriculum that's based on really hands-on, place-based, fun ways for students to learn about the importance of water in our world.
Well,
so
it just sounds like, no question about it. That's why you're the 2026 Organization of the Year. If we're doing all that stuff and it's right here, I'm not sure how big the field was, that you were up against. Maybe you said that at the beginning and I missed it, but I don't know who beats us. Who beats NGREC when we're doing all that.
It was all the organizations that are across Illinois.
So just before we let you go, just real quickly, can groups get together and call and come down and do a tour or anything like that? Do you have certain nights or events where people can come in and see?
Yeah, so if people reach out to our education email, which is just ngreceducation@lc.edu. Right now, we're mostly catering to schools and community events of that nature. I'd love to be able to, in the future, be able to host specific nights where we could have tours for larger community events. But if there's schools or teachers who are interested in getting in contact with us for programming, that's who they would reach out to, and we'll be able to set up any sort of programming that they might be interested in.
Awesome. Just think it'd be neat for people who have no idea what's in that building to be able to just kind of
it's so cool.
Do a walk through.
Right. No, it's so cool. I mean, it's absolutely worth going out there and checking it out at least once. Go and check it out. I bet you'll go back. So cool. Yeah. Very cool place.
And the camp programs are awesome. And the watershed activity that happens usually annually is a big event here on our campus. And
we also work a lot with Lewis and Clark's TRIO program and your pre-service teacher programs as well. So there's a lot of connection that our education department has on campus as well, and with your biology department. So a lot of people don't realize that National Great Rivers is actually, a department of Lewis and Clark Community College. Right. And we have a lot of interns that come through our doors, and it's just a really remarkable opportunity for students at a community college to be able to have a internship at
an award-winning.
Award-winning. Yes.
Right.
Well, congratulations on behalf of all of us. And like I say, if you get an opportunity to attend something that happens down there, or if you can sometime in the future get a tour and you'd like to be part of that, give them a call, because I think you'll be surprised with all of the neat and very interesting stuff that happens down there. So thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Can you guarantee a repeat today?
I don't know if they'll let us win 2 years in a row, but we'll try our best.
Okay. All right. Well,
give them no choice but to give it to us again in 2027.
All right. We'll try. We'll try to stand undefeated.
All right. Fantastic. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
You want to take us out?
Absolutely. We are
LC A2Z.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells, an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills, and I'm a trailblazer.
Welcome back to the A to Z Across LC podcast. We have an exciting segment coming your way because the person who is with us dabbles in all of the student activities here on campus, as well as touches the community as well. Jayla Fox is here. She is the coordinator of student and community engagement. So, Jayla, welcome. And we should also say she's not new, but she's newer to the campus. So welcome aboard. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
How you liking things so far?
I love it. It's different than my first job, but I love it. I'm not in the office all day. I'm outside. I'm interacting with people, different meetings and stuff. So I really enjoy it.
So far, have you had a chance to kind of hit both sides, community engagement and student activities, or have you kind of focused, kind of streamlined a little bit to kind of get your feet wet and get settled?
Getting my feet wet. I'm kind of shadowing. I was kind of shadowing after like my first few months, just sitting in on the meetings and things. But I haven't really interacted with the community side of things. More student focused so far. So yeah.
Well, cool. So
okay. Well, we got 15 people with complaints outside in the community about not doing enough. So we're gonna get you in head first.
Okay. Like shallow in or deep in?
No, I'm kidding.
So what do you got planned? I'm sure you just jumped in and said, well, let's start planning some things.
Yes. So we have Spring Fest coming up. That's May 6th. So we're hoping to have a good turnout. Jared, there's some big shoes to fill. Jared Hennings.
Yeah, if you want to mention that, sure.
Yes,
go ahead.
Jared Hennings was the former student activities coordinator.
Who?
What?
He was here before a lot of our buildings.
Right. Like if we had a Mount Rushmore of LC, I think Jared would probably be on.
There'd be a bald Jared.
Yes.
A smooth mountain.
Yes, with the mic in front.
Definitely a mic in front.
Not forget the mic. But
yes,
so there's some big shoes to fill, but I'm excited. It'll be a new feel of things. I feel like with me being on the younger side, I'll be able to connect and interact with students in a different way. Hopefully, that's the goal.
Cool.
So,
yeah. So Spring Fest is always a neat time because it's kind of like a not really like a carnival, but kind of a carnival atmosphere. It's kind of like a play day's not right either. I'm using a lot of elementary school words.
Let's let Jayla explain it then.
Tell us what it is. Yeah.
So Spring Fest is kind of to touch on, like you said, it's kind of like a mini carnival. So we'll have a DJ here, of course, that'll be playing like upbeat music.
Anybody you know?
Well, stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned. So, yes, but we'll have upbeat music. Well, I think the menu we're doing walking tacos. So that'll be fun. I hope everybody enjoys that. And then it's actually a collaboration with Grad Bash. So we're going to do Spring Fest and Grad Bash kind of collab. So hoping that it's a good turnout. Everybody just enjoys it. You can, get some swag and listen to some music, get some food, and kind of, enjoy just the semester.
Yeah, I found college students turn out if you got free food. So
yes.
Always.
You have free food, you probably got
free food and free shirts. So
Yeah,
they love free shirts.
They need food and clothes.
Food and clothes. Food and clothes. Yes.
We'll have a good turnout.
Yes.
You could give that away quicker than scholarships if they could line up for food. And
amen.
Yes. Being a college student, a former college student, I actually can agree to that.
So
Yes.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I know there's another thing that you're real excited about, and that is Volunteer Week.
Yes.
And it's right around the corner.
Yes, Volunteer Week. I'm very excited. So Dr. Hill actually gave me this idea and let me know, like, Volunteer Week is April 19th through the 25th. I was like, oh, I'm on it. Like, I'm all about giving back, all about, putting time into the community that I live in. So growing up, I used to like feed the homeless and help out with shelters and stuff. So when he brought it to me, I was all in, like, head first. So I'm hoping that students, sign up. And if you want to, you can always contact me. My email address is jfox@lc.edu. But yes, we have 4 companies throughout the community that are interested in needing volunteers. We have Boys and Girls Club of Alton, Salvation Army, Meowtown, and Crisis Food Center. So
now the folks, you mentioned students, but can anybody around the community also be involved, or is this more student focused?
It's more student focused. I don't want to say, the wrong thing. I'm not sure if that's correct. So I would say student focused.
You're targeting students mainly.
Yes,
sure.
I am.
Okay.
Yes, for sure.
Now, did you say Meowtown?
Meowtown.
What is Meow?
Yes.
I'm looking it up.
You're looking it up
I've
right on
never heard
camera.
I haven't
listen,
either.
I can edit
You
this
just
out.
don't
in
care,
post.
dude.
No,
That's
this is a
true.
podcast. I'm just looking it up. Okay, right here in Alton, Meowtown.
Yes.
Meowtown.
On Elm Street, right?
They sell cookies. No, they have. It's a cat thing.
Yeah,
it's a
but
shelter.
Well, of course,
for
it's
cats.
a cat thing.
Yeah, meow.
It's meow.
It's on Elm Street. Yeah,
You know,
I found out too.
Like that kind of thing,
Yeah, Jeff, I got it.
Okay. You had to
Yes.
Google that.
Well,
Yes.
I was curious. Meowtown is a very unique
It is a
name.
unique name.
I
It
didn't
is.
see it coming.
Yeah. I looked up places, and that was one of them. And I contacted the representative, and they said, yes, please.
So it's like a kind of like a 5 A's
cool.
for cats.
yes.
I guess.
Yep. So hoping that we get a lot of students to give back and help out throughout the community. Yeah.
So what might be some of the things that that they would do at some of these places? Do they just come in and help do with cleaning projects and that sort of thing, or do they actually like man positions at the front door or answer phones? Anything on the table?
Yeah, so each place is different. So Boys and Girls Club, the representative told me that they would be like tutoring the students, which is, focused on just that because they're a youth place. Meowtown, of course, you'd be helping out with the animals or the cats. And then, Salvation Army, you'll be helping in the food pantry. And then the Crisis Food Center, you'll be passing out packaged food in the parking lot. So each one is kind of different or unique to itself. So if you're interested in animals, go to Meowtown. If you're interested in helping out with kids, Boys and Girls Club, which is kind of what I wanted. I kind of wanted a diverse group. So hopefully that helps.
You'll have to get a dog place though, so you can have
Yes.
equal representation.
Yeah, that's correct. And then I have to have
It's
an adult
election
place.
season.
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
Yes. So
Well, cool.
Yeah, let me know when there's like a pizza sampling thing.
got it. You know what?
sure.
I can.
That almost
Right.
every one of our student activities, there's pizza sampling that's going
Yeah,
on.
right on.
Yeah. I'll have to put a bug in my
Thank
my
you.
boss's ear.
But volunteering is a cool thing.
Yeah,
it
for
really is.
sure.
And a lot of people really love to do that. They just kind of have that ingrained in their nature, and they want to give back, or they just don't want to have idle time, so they want to do something, and volunteering is a way to fill some of that time.
LC's real big for that too, students, faculty, the whole community, and LC. Yeah, it's a pretty good marriage with community and volunteering. So it's cool that we're doing that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And it's next week.
Next week.
Okay.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we're going to hit the end of the semester, so you'll get a little bit of a downtime, and
Yes.
then you'll kick off the next semester. There's always, I mean, it's almost like at least once a month, something going on
Yes.
that's student activity related, some type of an event.
Yeah, it's been cool just sitting back and kind of observing first, and now I feel like I'm just diving right in. Like, okay, put me in, coach. Like, let's do this. I'm interested in Volunteer Week. I'm all in. Like, I'm interested in Spring Fest and what still needs loose ends needs to be tied and everything. So I'm excited.
So do you kind of have a plan in your vision to bring some new things in and switch up the program a little bit? Jared was here for a while, and
Yes.
he had a lot of things and a lot of contacts, and
Yes,
I
he
hope
did.
some of that got shared with you at least, so that you can.
It did. He
Have
has
a
a Jared
folder to go
file.
to.
No, yes,
Does he?
it's
Yeah.
a file, and I was like, yay! Like, this is a lot of stuff, but I'm excited because I'll be able to basically build those relationships and keep those relationships and connect with the people. Just say, hey, I'm the new Jared. Like, I know you've been in contact with Jared, but I'm basically the new Jared. And then, like, being a former Team Fairburn worker, so working for the Cardinals, like, I'm wanting to kind of tie that in some way, somehow. So
they're going to come up to you and say, why aren't you talking like this?
Yeah, right. Yes, I'm hoping to get Fairburn here or something. Like, that's the goal to get.
Cool.
So we could do the T-shirt slingshot.
Yes,
right?
yes, and I was that girl. I was on the dugout.
You were the one
yes,
pulling
you were,
yes.
for real.
But, yeah. I was on the dugout doing that.
You didn't fire one at me?
I was going to say, where's my You never fired one at me. And I was yelling.
Well, you guys were at the wrong dugout.
Wrong.
I wasn't yelling.
I was at first. You guys were at third. You guys were at third. I was at first.
I was probably setting up too high. That's probably my problem was.
Yeah.
So the other thing, since you have replaced Jared, have you been practicing the national anthem? That's the other thing I got to ask you about.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're not going to be, you won't be in that role. Huh?
No, I hope not.
He's like the walking national anthem performer.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that to myself.
Or to anybody else.
Or anybody else, yes, for that matter.
If Jared watches this, he's just going to show up and he'll expect to be singing the national anthem.
Yes,
yeah. He will. Well, he's already been doing that.
He's already been doing it
since he retired.
It'd be weird if he wasn't there.
Here you go. National anthem.
I'm going off.
Yes.
You could do a duet. It'd be like nice little passing of the torch.
And then I'm done.
Say, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, but...
Well, it's neat to have you on board,
yeah.
And it sounds like you got some neat ideas and definitely got some energy and ready to jump in there and get some things going. So that's awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for giving us a few minutes.
Yes, you're welcome. Anytime.
Now, we always send people out by doing the We Are. We Are LC.
Oh,
yeah.
You're still kind of new to that.
Well,
that too.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay. Well,
see, she can sing.
Well, don't sing too much of it. Then we got to pay royalties.
That's true. You can't go past 10 seconds. I think that's the old rule. I don't know if that still counts.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's it. I'll leave it right there.
Right.
So, will you just give us a nice, big, energetic "We Are" to send us out?
So I just say "We Are."
Just
That's
say
all
"We
you
Are."
got to do.
And then they will say LC. Well, who's going to say LC?
Okay. Jayla, I need you to start watching the podcast.
Yeah, where you been?
We do a thing where the guest says "We Are," and then we have a jingle that says "LC." Okay.
Just edit all this out.
No, it's staying in. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
We are.
Thank you.
That was good. A to Z.